Is Google's new conversational segmentation only hype? Yep, Gemini has a new skill. It can now segment images. This means that it can both detect objects with bounding boxes like this, or segment them, so highlight all the pixels of each object. It does all that autonomously from only your text prompt, so from discussions compared to the best previous models like YOLO or SAM by Meta, which stands for Segment Anything, where both models can do image segmentation, but not from text prompt, not from natural language queries, but leveraging bounding boxes, points on the screen, or masks. Instead, Gemini goes forward with the multimodal approach, where they try to build a whole unified system into Gemini. So is this hype or not? Well, it's definitely real progress towards a unified approach for something like robotics, allowing to better understand our world. Yet, there's still a lot of hype. For example, we don't see any benchmark results, which means that it might not perform as well as we'd like. Also, there are a few caveats that need to be discussed. Most segmentation or object detection applications run on very small edge devices, which is quite problematic for hosting such a big model. Also, they often run on private systems since it's for security purposes and they don't necessarily want to send all their images or video feed to Google. So it's probably better to stick with a model like YOLO that does real-time object detection, or SAM that you can implement yourself and do segmentation on your own. The segmentation in Gemini works quite well, but the results are different every time you run the query, just like the answers are different every time you send a prompt to Gemini. This can be quite problematic in object detection scenes, which can be controlled if you use specific models like YOLO. So even though this globally sounds like hype, it's really cool to lower the barrier for entry for LLM developers to implement segmentation capabilities in their applications, which is way harder to do if you use different models for different applications. Google also shared a few best practices to follow. First, you want to use their Gemini 2.5 Flash model. Then you want to disable the thinking capability and use this prompt as much as possible, also ensuring you ask for a JSON as output, which will contain your bounding boxes and segmentation information. The prompt is in the description below. And what do you think? Is it better to unify everything under Gemini owned by Google, or use a specific model for specific applications and try to get the best results that way? Let me know what you think. I'm Louis François, co-founder and CTO of Towards AI, and follow me for tomorrow's No BS Roundup.